We just kicked off December. We're nearly halfway through your child's school year. Now, if your child's grades aren't where you'd like them to be, and you really want to give the second half of this school year a big push, to bring up their GPA, stay tuned because today's episode is the one mistake parents make when their kids are struggling in school. And, more importantly, the best thing you can do to fix it and avoid making this mistake. So stay with me. As an educator, behavior analyst, and tutor of 15 years, I've pretty much seen everything when it comes to children struggling with school. All the way from high-profile Hollywood families to low-income families with special needs children, all across the US and even overseas. Let me, Stephanie Johnson, help you help your child not only improve in school, but develop the skills they'll need for lifelong stability, happiness, and success. I am feeling super pumped and energized because I just finished recording a training for all of you titled How to Get Your Child Off the Tutoring Hamster Wheel and Get Them Achieving Success. Now, yes, I'm going to give you the link so you can, of course, sign up for this training, but I wanted to hop over here and give you a little sneak peek. After all, like I said before, I wanted to share with you the number one mistake parents make when their kids are struggling in school. Do you want to know what it is? I'll tell you. The number one mistake is hiring a one-to-one tutor and assuming that this is the best thing that you can possibly do to get your child on the right path. Now, I go into that a little bit in my training, but this episode is to give you a sneak peek into that training. So here you go. One of the reasons that I go into in my training as to why hiring a one-to-one tutor is not necessarily the best thing you can do for your child is that tutoring is just one-to-one. Now, I know I am going to get so much flack for this point. Many people swear by one-to-one private tutoring. Many people will hang their hats and call it a day and just truly swear by it. Now, let me tell you, you are spending much more cash on something that is a lot less effective. Say what? Oh, you heard me. Sure, one-to-one tutoring is the best way to guarantee that your child is getting exactly what they need at any given moment. However, let's compare for a moment your child's academic and lifelong success to climbing a mountain. You may think I'm exaggerating, but I bet you that if you ask your child, they would say school feels exhausting, insurmountable, high stakes, potentially dangerous, never ending. That sounds a lot like mountain climbing now, doesn't it? Now, nobody, or almost nobody, tries to climb Mount Everest alone, right? It takes all forms of help to achieve that great accomplishment. And succeeding in school and beyond is no different. So, what do you need when you're climbing a mountain? Just like a mountain climber might need a Sherpa guide to navigate the weather and the peaks, your child needs their tutor or their educator to guide them and show them the hidden pockets of tips and tricks. Beyond that, a climber needs gear, ropes, coats, tents, and more. Similarly, your child will need tools to help them apply and practice the skills that they're trying to learn. And last but not least in our metaphor, an athlete looking to climb Mount Everest will need a community of support during their climb, as well as long before they ever set foot on the mountain. They will need dietitians and personal trainers to get them in good shape. And once you're up on the mountain, well, I imagine you'll need motivation and support to face the physical, mental, and emotional journey. Similarly, something absolutely magical happens when a child is immersed into a community of peers working towards their same goal, following their same strategies, with the same accomplishment in mind. They don't necessarily get this sense of support and community at school. And if that's the case, your child will need to find it elsewhere if they are to truly thrive. Learning from each other's questions, offering and giving help on subjects that are your strengths, and asking for and accepting help on subjects that are your weaknesses are crucial aspects of learning. Having a community of peers to whom you can share your wins, both big and small, knowing that they will understand your journey to get there. Having a safe space to seek out this help, and in which to receive your peers' generosity, is the very fabric that will support a life of success. Oh no, I didn't mean to burst your bubble. This podcast episode is not meant to burst your bubble. If you're anything like me, you like to have your cake and eat it too. And I promise you that you can. Just because one-to-one tutoring is not the magical spell, the magical fairy tale that will be the one-stop shop for your child's long-term success, doesn't mean that tutoring has no place in your child's education. Or even one-to-one tutoring. It just means that it should be one tool in your tool belt, rather than the one basket that you put all your eggs in and hang all your hope on. Now, this can take many different forms, depending on what you and your child need. You can have one-to-one tutoring and have a group aspect to it, right? Like a group study skills course. Or you may roll it all up into one and just do group tutoring. The key is that group and that peer support. Now remember, this is just one tip out of the many that I include in that training that I just recorded for you. So if you'd like the rest of it, you can sign up for access right on the Learning Corner's website at services.tutorintinseltown.com/TLC. And if you would like support in finding a good academic program for your child, I really hope you'll reach out to me so that we can discuss a program that will work magically for your kiddo, their schooling, their confidence, self-esteem, and their lifelong success. You can reach out to me right on the Learning Corner website. So once again, that is services.tutorintinseltown.com/TLC. From there, all you have to do is apply for a free consulting call. I really hope to hear from you. Till next time. Thanks again for joining me for today's episode of The Learning Corner, where I give you the tools to get your child from where they are to a place of lifelong success.